Look at it. They are still here.
As we progress,
Look at the pig.
you can see
They are not
the
supposed to be
black our
our
commissioner.
so actions must
Kindly
be
We are not
ensure
showing, don't
that
worry.
all these animals are taken out of this particular premises. We are moving towards Ojaoba, and as you can see, the refuse here is unspeakable. It's really, really unspeakable. So our commissioner for environment must act swiftly, and I will also ensure that when next I'm coming back here, I am coming in full regalia of Loma uniform to give them a support, because they are going to do a massive work here. And I want to also say this, that Loma need to take a demographic census of houses around this area, because I'm sure majority of them will not have Loma bills, so they can quickly bring in their refuse and pay all those artisans and the scavengers to dump their refuse on this particular premises. So all this area down to Ekoro, Loma must ensure that they take charge and give them heavy fine any house that is found wanting, that do not have Loma bill in their premises, must be fined. So they must take charge. If that is taken, you will discover that people will desist from throwing or bringing refuse here, especially the cart pushers. We saw a lot of them on that refuse dump, and the activity is constituting a very big nuisance here. You can see this place looks like an ungoverned space. They do open defecation here, but we try to avoid some of the activities that we saw here. It is appalling, honestly. It's really, really appalling. This is ICT Center, Ojaoba, Abule Egba, Lagos. As we can see, that particular front is not passable because of the activities of the pigs. So we are going to make a detour. You can see this is unbelievable. You can see you cannot pass through this particular place, so we have to make a detour here. We have to make a detour to pass through this particular place. You can see the stench coming out from the activities of the pigs here is unspeakable. This stench is terribly terrible, and the air quality here too is zero. You can see that directly opposite this place is a market, and look at what is happening here. The pigs are lying down there in the mud. They've created the mud because the refuse has granted them access to create a very big mud there. Look at it. This place has turned into a slum. They turned this place into a slum. Look at it. It's unbelievable. It's a very big land. It's a very vast land that is meant for international ICT, where Nigerian youths can really display their quality. Look at what they have turned it into. Look at this, is unspeakable, honestly. So our commissioner for environment needs to rise up to the challenge. We need to rise up to the challenge. This is unbelievable. We will definitely come back, because I know that this present government, they are responsive, and they will take all necessary action to ensure that this environmental rape is stopped. This is a rape on the environment. Look at it. And it's not as if they do not have Loma, but they just flout the rules and start to dump refuse here. They want to cut corners, but I'm sure they are going to pay heavily for this kind of thing that they have done. Look at it. We are moving towards Ojaoba. We are moving gradually towards Ojaoba, because passing through here too is hell. Honestly, what we are inhaling here is we cannot even describe it. Honestly, it is terribly terrible. You can see we are still moving along that corridor. along the perimeter fence. We are moving along the perimeter fence. That is where we are coming back from. You can see that almost all the perimeter fence are covered with refuse. You can see it. Almost all the perimeter fence are covered with refuse. Covers everywhere. It is a big land. They've also opened that particular place because it's already fenced, but they open it for access into the place. That's the market. You can see it where we are standing from. That's the market. So it is really unbelievable. Honestly, it's unbelievable that this thing is happening right in Lagos. This is happening right in Lagos. So our government need to take all necessary action. We need lawma presence here. You can see it. As far as you can see, this is not palatable at all. In fact, we got to a particular place somewhere here, and in fact, breathing becomes hard because the odor that is coming out is terrible. But if we don't pass through it, our viewers and our invited guests will not actually see what is happening here. And that's the more reason we took the pain to pass through this environmental degradation to see that we can show it to them so that all necessary actions can be taken. Look at it. This is the east side of the perimeter fence. This is the east side of the perimeter fence. So we are also, you can see it. At the other side, opposite this particular fence, is where they sell parts of all these heavy truck parts and the rest. And you can also see some of the refuse here are from the vehicle, probably the one the pusher. All the waste there are dumped here. See, all the waste are dumped here. There's a slab here that we're passing through, but we sighted something around this place. We sighted a gory picture of something. So we are coming back. Okay, we are coming back to actually let our viewers see what is there. We are coming back to let our viewers see what is there. This is International ICT Center, Ojaoba, Abule Egba, Lagos. You can see from here that it is pig. They are there. They have formed another terrible thing there. And just directly opposite this place is market. I don't know, they eat, they do all sorts of activities here. Look at it. If epidemic break out from this particular place, there's likelihood that it will cover the entire Lagos. Look at it. Look at what these people have turned this land into. Look at what they have turned the land into. Look at that pig over there. They just indiscriminately dump any refuse there. There is no law, no nothing. They've turned it into an ungoverned space. So government need to take action so that our ICT can commence as quickly as possible. The youth are seriously yearning. They have the potential, they have the capacity. You can see as we progress on that particular line that we are coming to Ojaoba, the fence there, the land, it moves inward as if it is hell. Look at it. So we saw a building there, and that's the only building we saw here. That's the only building we saw. So, but we cannot have access to the building, but we will go by the side to see actually what is happening, because miscreants have also taken over this particular place. They smoke and do all sorts of activities there. So we do not have access to the place because we saw from afar that they are there. So once they see the camera, they went inside to hide. So we do not want to go there. That's the perimeter fence that we are following. down to this particular place. You can see now we are moving beside the fence.